Hi, my name is Dan Muchnock. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Opticom Consulting and a Certified Security Plus consultant. I'm here to talk to you about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity can be a complicated and technical topic, and because of that, most people find it mysterious and maybe a little intimidating. Especially when every time you turn around, you see another scary article about how bad cybercrime can be. We're putting together this video series for non-technical people who want to learn how to stay safe from cyber criminals. We'll start by explaining some of the ways that criminals can get your data or lock up your files. Then we'll talk about some strategies and everyday habits you can adopt to make yourself and your business safer from these attacks. The next topic in our cybersecurity video series is account security. This covers passwords and two-factor authentication. Most people are familiar with accounts. An account on a computer or cloud application gives you the ability to do things that you are authorized to do. But you can use an account only if you can show that you are who you say you are by logging in. The process of logging into an account is called authenticating. Account security is about keeping bad actors out of your accounts and out of your digital assets. The focus of account security is to make it much harder for someone to impersonate you and gain access to your accounts. Authentication can rely on three factors to prove your identity: something you know, like a password or code, something you have, like a phone or email account, and something you are, like a fingerprint or facial recognition. The most common way to authenticate yourself is with a password, something that only you should know. Passwords are usually the first line of defense for an account. The problem with passwords is that the bad guys have figured out lots of ways to guess or crack their passwords. One way is to steal the encrypted password file from a computer system and then compare them to a list of encrypted words to see if they match. This technique is very successful because people have a tendency to use the same passwords over and over again. Cyber criminals have developed huge databases of passwords, and they can search those databases in seconds. Another way to guess passwords is to find out a user's personal information and use that to guess the password. People have a very strong tendency to use things like pets' names, birthdays, and other personal information when they create passwords that are easy to remember. Criminals know this, and they are always fishing for this information. Have you ever seen those posts on Facebook looking for pet names? Passwords play an important role in keeping our data safe. So there are a couple of things you can do to keep your passwords safe. Use long, complex passwords that are hard to guess. Remember when we said that bad guys can figure out passwords by comparing them to a big database of words? The best way to stop them is to have long passwords that are different from everybody else's and are hard to guess. Strong passwords are hard to crack and share three qualities. They are long, at least 15 characters. They are complex. They use a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. And they are unique. Never use the same password for multiple accounts. Use a password manager. The problem with having long, complex, unique passwords is that most people have lots and lots of accounts. It's nearly impossible to create and remember all the passwords for all of your accounts. Most people give up and reuse a single complex password, or worse, write the password down somewhere where it can be stolen or lost. The best way to solve this problem and protect yourself is to use a password manager. Password managers store all your passwords in an encrypted format. They can also generate random, long, and complex passwords for each account, so you can avoid using the same password multiple times. Don't share your passwords with others. A wise man once said, "The best way to keep a secret is not to tell it to anyone." Your passwords are the key to your digital accounts and data, so it's important to never share them with anyone. Use two-factor authentication. Remember when we talked about authentication being based on one or more factors, like something you know or something you have? Two-factor authentication, or 2FA, as its name suggests, means using two different factors to protect your account. The first factor is almost always something you know, like a password. The second factor is usually something you have, like a phone or email. The way it works is that after you type in your password, the system sends you a code to your phone or email. You are then asked to type in the code to access the system. This makes it harder for people to get into your account who should not be there. This second layer provides an extra level of protection, so that even if an attacker cracks your password, they still can't access your account. If you got some good information from this video, and you're wondering where to start, there is unfortunately no simple one-size-fits-all answer. Every organization and every situation is unique. You need to assess your organization's current security situation before you can decide what next steps you should take to protect yourself from cyber criminals. Opticom has been helping businesses and nonprofits make technology decisions since 2003. We help organizations like yours, small and mid-sized service businesses and nonprofits with multiple offices and a hybrid workforce. We have developed a short 20-minute questionnaire that we call the Cybersecurity Quick Solution Assessment. In this assessment, we find out a little bit more about your organization, where you operate, and what steps you have already taken to protect yourself. With that data, we can make suggestions about what you can do next and where you can get help. If you want to find out more, check out our page at opticomtel.com/cybersecurity-assessment. You can find additional cybersecurity resources on our website at opticomtel.com. See the link in the comments. We have articles and videos on specific cybersecurity topics and links to other useful websites. You can also reach out to us directly using the Contact Us page. Finally, we are working on a companion book to this video series titled Cybersecurity for the Rest of Us. You can find out more on our page at opticomtel.com/cyberbook. This page will tell you where you can get a copy if it's on sale, or you can sign up to get notified when it becomes available.